Hi, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
So Aubrey and Z and me are all here. What rhymes? Are all here to talk to you guys about a few updates, energetic stuff that's been happening, and also that we're going to be doing a very small all-day class that has to do with some pretty beautiful things that are going to be happening in that class. But the update is first, so we're going to talk about the energies. Okay, so what happened yesterday on the 5th?
Well, there were still some platforms that needed to be cleansed out yesterday. A lot of lingering codes that we've been living in for a while. A lot of us who have been in this space have been going through repeats, and they weren't even our repeats, but they were a continuation that was not necessary, but kind of was.
So there were a lot of like codes in the universe that were kind of making like, I wouldn't say, there were a lot of control codes, so mind control and energy control, and that were just basically causing everyone to repeat in a loop cycle. Basically everyone that's human or on earth, like we've seen these codes before. Like you'll notice throughout history and throughout even your own life that you're like repeating loops and, you know, kind of looking around like, what, haven't I done this already?
Yeah.
So a lot of what the ETs and all of them ascended masters and everybody who's really on the ascension path right now is looking at these repeats and these codes and clearing them out. And we got a lot of them cleared yesterday.
All of a sudden, everybody is on top of it. Everybody's here to get it all worked out so that we don't have to go through that again and be controlled again too. So everybody's going to have their sovereign peace, and so is their vessels, and we'll be able to ascend with our vessels. It's going to be so beautiful. It is beautiful right now.
Yeah,
it's happening.
I think one thing that we forget is we have our own triggers, and that's stuff that's coming up for us to clear, but we also have the collective triggers. And those are the things that we need to clear as a collective. And there's a good percentage of people who are clearing them consciously and then subconsciously, like when they go out of their body at night, they're clearing just multitudes of stuff for the collective because we're not willing to keep dealing with it anymore.
Well, and keeping in mind that clearing your own triggers is clearing for the collective.
That's it. It's not to look at like, what am I clearing it for the collective today? It's to go, okay, what am I clearing for myself today? Because that's clearing it right there. And that's the necessary point that we want to make through too. Yeah. It is about going inwards and clearing it ourselves. You are doing the work then for the collective.
Just like your energy affects everybody around you, like it just goes out, out, out. If your energy is clear, then you're going to be helping so many other people. And that's how we're one, but also how we're an individual.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unique and beautiful. The individualistic part of us is those puzzle pieces that consciousness is now bringing together. So for us to be unique again is look at ourselves and express that uniqueness. And I'm just going to continue to say that because it's a point that is necessary right now.
Yeah.
Be you, please.
Yeah. Be you. Take care of your own garden.
Yep.
The one that lives inside you. Even if you're a bad plant person, which I am. I just remembered to water my plants yesterday. Like a week and a half. So it's really important to take care of you. So let's talk about this class.
Yeah, so we're going to be teaching a class coming up. It's entitled Past Lives, Present Life. We're going to be kind of talking about what past lives really are, and we're going to be going through, and every single person is going to get a personalized reading by Z, and you'll get to hear at least about at least one of your really, really positive lives, and also have the opportunity to clear some of your more negative past lives.
We're just going to take a direct look at what your higher self needs and also give you the tools that you need in order to continue up with that process and clearing your past now lives.
Right. So this is like quantum jumping. So think of it that way. If you've not ever looked that up, I would definitely do it. And your past lives, which are also parallels, which we don't want to really bring to the surface too much yet, because it's like another idea about it. But you can learn so much from these past lives. Like some people have been beautiful artists, or they've been really good at certain things that maybe you want to start to absorb. And that's, you're going to learn how to do some of that in that class. But also you're going to get a lot of clearing so that you can basically keep leveling up through ascension. So there's a lot of baggage that's coming to the surface, and this is a way to transmute it and release it.
Yeah, we're going to be going also into what past lives really are, because I mean, we like Honey said, we're not going to go too deep into it right here, because it really is kind of a new concept for some people. But all past lives really are kind of parallel lives. They're all just different versions of you. Sort of like we were talking about how to explain this earlier, but if you take a look at this right here, right, where are you? There you go. You can see in this cube, there's different facets, and it's all just one cube, but you can see the multidimensionality through it. And you can think of yourself as a cube like this with many facets and many different dimensions. And every single version of you that you have ever been is a parallel version of you that it's still the same cube. It's happening in the now.
Yeah. So we're really driving the clearing for all of that right now. Because some of those lifetimes you're not aware that you can actually clear out stuff. Like you're not aware that you can transmute and change and attract and, do all of those quantum things that we're becoming aware of now. So we're kind of leading the way.
And vice versa, there are some versions of you that are more aware of it. And if you become more open to accepting the energy from yourself and become more and more you, like we said, please be more you. The more that you don't have to work as hard, because there are versions of you that are doing the work.
Yeah. So,
and it's also,
go ahead.
It's also just really important to note too, again, that it is our vessels that are ascending. We are ascending the human consciousness in vessel, which means that you don't need to look outward or even go into, well, okay, what past life did this come from? We will go into that, but also going back into your system and going into, okay, well, how did I grow up? What are some of the things that I'm still working through? What are some of the belief systems running through there? Because those are all co-aligning with your parallels, your past lives, and your now. It's all connected.
Yeah. This is kind of a version, a deeper version of what I was doing, which was called ego clearing. So you're not just doing it in this lifetime, you're doing it across the board of lifetimes. And that way it's deeper and it's more lasting. Like I've seen people go through the death of ego and actually tap into something that brings things back. So it really is important to take care of things at the root, and not just in this lifetime, but in all the lifetimes, whatever lifetime it came from.
Well, and the life that you're living right now, the patterns that you are exhibiting in this current life are the same patterns that you exhibit in all of your past lives. They're the same lessons that you're learning. And so getting down to the root of it in this life, and then actually getting into the Akashic records and really clearing from the root there. I'm just repeating what you said, honey, but it's exactly what needs to happen.
Yeah.
Going back to the point of its origin, I would say at the very, very beginning to its original dynamic or blueprint.
Right. And it really has been shown, like, I don't know how you guys in the audience are feeling, but it feels like we've been constantly discovering new things lately. And for me, it was the discovery of the body's stuff. So the body consciousness also has stuff that it's dealing with. And mine was connected to like illness. So I went into the Akash and actually helped my body let go of that stuff. And it was generational. So there's
Mhm.
so much that we can do in this class to really help you guys. And that's why it's such a small class. We're only allowing 12 in so that we can really pay attention to you guys and we can do a lot of healing. And this is going to be on the 19th from 10 to 3 Mountain Time. So Eastern Standard Time, that would be noon to 5. So
Yep,
it'll be a big day.
it will be.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really
Day.
fun though.
Yeah,
Really
beautiful.
fun. Yeah. So I don't know. Is there anything else we want to add to that?
No, I think that
I think that
about
was
covers it. Yeah.
That's everything we talked
Yeah.
about.
All right. We'll put the link below, you
Good.
guys. Have a beautiful day.
We
Have a
surely
beautiful
appreciate you
day.
guys so much.
Love
Yes.
you all.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.